Continuing the fun, we are on the back nine now, moving things forward. Definitely going to want to start off hot to start off the round. Got a nice little hole dead straight in front of me, and it's a little bit windy, so definitely going to try to make this a good shot here. Got a nice little par 4, 335, driver off the rip. Let's see what we can do to get things going in motion. I'm not gonna lie, when I hit that, the breeze kept it high enough to where it actually did something incredible. It kicked past the bunker that's down on the right side, and it rolled up to the green. Not even kidding. Check this out.
That's how we start the first hole. Here we go.
I was so jazzed up to get this level with the flag and just give myself a guaranteed birdie putt. Definitely got starting off the first hole on the backside in the right step. 2 putts, I can get away with it and just give myself an easy birdie without any trouble. But can I make the eagle? Just leaving it a little short just to guarantee my birdie putt and start off the backside 1 under. Bingo bango, just like that. Next up, hole 11. Started off with a hybrid in hand, just to kind of not really go for it. It's a nice little dog leg to the left, just over a crevice. It's another par 4, got 378. Starting off with that nice birdie, just gonna keep things rolling and the juices flowing. Goal is to make some good contact and just keep it in the right side. And fortunately enough for me, I kind of push it a little bit left, more like pull it, and I get it into the little crevice that's just past the tree on the left.
I'm down in the little cramped crevice. I have a blind shot, but second shot.
Got a nice little gap, more or less, to kind of get this up and down over the hill towards where that big bushy tree is. Definitely gonna want to just not swing super hard. I got my 54, and I'm trying to just get this up and down. I have enough room to get it up quick, but didn't want to hit this hard, so wind's gonna help me push and get this close if I can. So wish me luck. It looked like it was going out right, but luckily enough it came back left. I heard a bounce, so I think I'm on the green. But sure enough, I really was. So was able to get near like the front right edge and get a kick off the fringe, I think. But it was able to settle down really nice on the green. Just trying to make this putt and clean things up for the hole. Had some decent pace on it, but I just got ahead of it. Was trying to figure out between soft hands and heavy, hard hands. So just trying to get better with my 2 putts. And just like that, we roll in a par, baby. Here we go. Rolling out pretty well. Got hole 12. It's a really long par 3. It's about 178. I think I gunned it at about 176. I got my 7 iron in hand because I felt like the wind was gonna kind of be in the face, and help me push it right. But I was kind of aimed a little left. Did you notice that the tee went a little backwards? Well, that's usually a good sign because I struck it really well, but I ended up in the bunker. Thought I was gonna split them. Just making my way downtown to the bunker, trying to get up and down for my par. It got a nice little kick off the lip of the bunker to where I'm like center of it. So I'm grateful that I didn't have any trouble with this shot. I was just worried about hitting it too high and too far, so I had to be in control of this one. It was low, but it was a great out. Pretty well distanced, giving me enough room for a putt. So, second shot was from the bunker, third is the putt. Let's see if we can make one. Remember, soft hands. It's pretty level, not mad, but we're cleaning it up with a bogey.
That's okay. We're killing bogeys out here. Worst spot? Could be a lot worse.
Here we go, keeping the mojo going. We're on hole 13. Got driver in hand, and it's 420 yards. Right there where those two trees are at, there's like a split gap that I was trying to aim for just to keep myself in good condition because the wind's blowing from my right to left. I wanted to give myself enough room right and maybe just either hook it around or hook it through, but kind of the goal was just to give myself a big bomb into the fairway. Let's see if I'm successful enough to pull that off. Or just high hook it way left of the trees and trundle it into some lovely dirt.
Damn. Okay. Got a little excited. Didn't break the tee.
And this is the toughest part of my game because not only is dirt hard to get out of, but that ground is just rock solid. And there's like hit or miss when it comes to making these good shots. I got a 54 and I'm just trying to get it past that palm tree on the left and make good contact as best as I can. But honestly, that ground really got into my head. And I flubberlang it super short, enough to where I can't even. I don't really have to go that far, which sucks, but that's probably the first bad hit I've had the entire round, I should say. So now we're into some more hard sand, but it's strictly just hard dirt, and it's like terrible. Like you probably don't even get any spin out of that thing. Goal was to just get it past the freaking bunker, but I hit it so good that I carry the entire green. I'm pretty good. I'm so good. I didn't even hit the green. You know what I'm saying? The lie was just above that fringe and just kind of trickle on down to the green because it undulates probably from my left to right. So I'm like way up there, so I did not want to chip. I ended up having to putt it just because I think it's easier going downhill, especially going downhill. Aimed out left and just let gravity do its thing. This is the good old Texas wedge. And that's how we do that. We clean things up, we take our time, make it a good shot, and put less pressure on us with the bad ones, so that way we can recover and give and forgive the mistakes and just stay afloat. That's a bogey.
Up and down for the bogey isn't bad. It's not great.
Golly, was it windy. I can't believe how much breeze really kicked into this. But on to the next hole, 14. It's a nice little par 4. It's a good amount of room right to kind of aim out left and just cut it with the wind helping me out. It's blowing into the fan a little bit, but more left to right than anything. Got the D-stick. Goal was to kind of aim at that bunker that's straight out in the middle and just cut it, because the 150 stake is probably lateral to that, maybe by like 20 yards. I just was hoping that I didn't turn it over too much, because I would have been in the desert and I would have had a hell of a time finding that ball. Fortunately enough, I was able to pure it dead straight up the left side, and you're not going to believe this. I got a massive kick from a tree into the fairway, and I had to look for it for like 10 minutes because I honestly thought I was dead straight left, and I was walking around finding it, but I somehow found it in the fairway, and this was not an adjusted lie. It got a massive kick off this tree, put me right short of the bunker in the fairway. So I was kind of figuring out what to hit, because I knew 150 was there, but I didn't want to leave it short. So I had to trust my 6-iron to kind of get it there, because I felt like it was good enough to hit it and get there. Because I felt like even if I hit it bad, I was gonna hit a good shot with a 6-iron, no matter what, and just get it there. So hopefully I picked the right club. It rode up the face just a little, ended up just short, but I'm in good position. Here we go, the old Texas wedge from just off the green. I thought about chipping it, but I just didn't like how short it was. Being short-sighted, I kind of get nervous, but I guess I gotta create confidence in myself enough to be able to hit those chips or practice more. But it was flat enough to where I just wanted to make a good attempt, so I had to trust my putter. But man, I must be at the mall shopping for my purse, because that's exactly what I hit it with. Good news, bad news. When I leave them short, I hit them soft. But when I hit them long, I'm usually on the green, because I got them heavy stone hands. But let's try not to do that. Bang, bang, boom, boom. That's a par. Lovely little hole. This is hole 15. Did someone say Stone Cold Steve Austin? Because this hole is 316 yards. Hell yeah. Because I need another bear. What? Anywho, dead straight back into the wind. I'm not even kidding. Like, my goal was just to kind of aim at those bunkers on the left side and take the time to really make good contact, because at worst I would have cut it and it would have been on the right side. But maybe I give myself a good chance. I've only ever really had one good shot at this hole, and that was with the 3-wood, but that was so long ago, and I got super lucky. But maybe driver was the club, and maybe I can hit this good. So let's go for a ride, baby. And sometimes when you hit it right, you end up going left. But golly, man, I was playing the lefts all day. I guess it's safer than going right, but I should be fine. I was literally right next to this tree, and I have no idea how I either got cart path and it trickled up there. But anyways, what would you do from here? I got a 58. Would you go under the tree because there's a bunker right in front of it? Or well, past it, I should say, but just in front of the green? Or would you go high and try to just get a one hop and a stop on the green? So try and guess what I'm going to do when it comes to this shot. So I see my line to see where I'm aimed at, but can I pull off my goal? But you remember that purse that I hit it with? God, I put it right in the tree because I'm a genius. I bet you weren't expecting I was going to do that because that's what makes it so much fun. But I'm going to take the walk of shame. I'm going to clean up my club. Not going to change anything. I'm just going to hit it again. Because the best part, what about hitting the tree, is that it gave me a forward kick and I'm no longer under the tree. All I have to worry about is the bunker. Hit it good, but I pounded it to Kingdom Come, so it's a little long.
Or just roll out. That's fine.
You gotta enjoy the ups and downs of golf. But I'm just making every shot more dramatic and giving myself some opportunities to prove myself and prove to myself that I can actually do these things. So I just want to make sure that I don't hit it with my purse, because it's either heavy hands or a baker's dozen Krispy Kreme hands. And I've been working only on pace. I haven't been working on my alignment, but pace has just been my everything's saving grace when it comes to putting. Can I do it? Ooh, lipped it just a little on the right edge from where I'm standing anyway. But, leave this up to me to kind of clean up the hole. Or leave it up to me to miss the damn putt. Anywho, that's a double. We're moving on.
Tap in or no?
Oh man, that double really killed me, didn't it? But anywho, we got a nice little par 3. This is hole 16. We're moving along and we're getting all the jitters out. It definitely shouldn't be stiff anymore, but I got my nice 5-iron to get it really down there. Water is on the left, and this wind is helping. It's pushing more to my right than anything, and that's usually where I end up on this hole, but I'm playing it so left, like I might as well aim at the water, because if I go left, then I go left. But that bunker is in the worst position because it gets everybody's ball. It's like a magnet. So let's just hope I don't do any of those bad things and actually hit a good shot. 5-iron is the club. I kind of toe hugged it and just scooped it up with the toe of my club. It was lucky enough to bounce just short of the green and roll on up, but I really like working for my putts. It makes everything so much more forgiving, and it's like makes me happy to know that I can't putt, so I have to earn it, and I gotta work really hard to get them. But I guess this is how it goes. Sometimes you gotta learn how to make a good shot and earn the putt, no matter how far or how short. But let's see if I can make this one. Even with the wind helping me, I still leave it short with my Louis Vuitton. Because, again, drama when it comes to putts and two putting is like a symphony when it comes to my golf game. It's super good. But you know what makes it even better is the fact that when you pull a putt and you miss it, you get a bogey. That's the best part.
Dude, I'm doing that back to back. It's gotta be. You gotta wake up.
As we come down from this 3-hole stretch, we are on to the next. Coming off that bogey, which I shouldn't have made, but nonetheless, I made it. We move on. It's a nice little hole. It's dead straight. got a little bit of trouble on the left and right side. This is hole 17. Big chance to make at least a par here. Hopefully I can do that. Trying to keep this up the right side of the fairway. It's about 380 yards. It's not too much to ask for when it comes to the driver, but with this wind in the smack dab face, I honestly don't even know what I was thinking. Because I was thinking, well, I should put it like this. I was worried about going left, but I knew at some point I was eventually going to go right. So I tried to play it right up the middle and aim at those bunkers and maybe turn it over left just to give my room in the fairway. But for the first time in a long time during the round, I go right. And you're never going to believe where I ended up. So my ball's like right in the middle somewhere, like just middle left on the bottom part of the screen. You could probably see it as I'm trying to avoid it because, well, I'm making sure that I'm clear on the green so that way I can actually hit my shot. But I got a 54 degree. I'm like roughly 100 and some change away, but there's an anthill right next to my ball. So basically, I'm not going to be able to stand still during this shot. So this is going to be not only a tough one, but this is going to be uncomfortable. They were circling my ball. They were traveling all around there. It's like directly a black anthill, and I am just not excited for this. You would think out of all the places I could have ended up, a little bit right, in the sand, near some rocks, maybe just even in a bunker. Nope. I had to literally hold still and dance my way with a golf shot on an anthill. So, let's see if I can actually make a good shot without getting bit. Leave a comment down below if you think that you would be able to get through that. Holding still, not focused on the ants, not focusing on the anthill. Would you take a drop? Would you move your ball? What would you do? Because golly, I was so scared to stand still even for a second. And I did it, got out of there as fast as I could, and I was scared to get bit. But we moved on. Just a little short, and just got to deal with a chip and a putt. And that's just about it. So, it was close, but not enough for the cigar. Got this a little bit uphill, and with enough room to make a decent chip. I didn't want to go long. But let's see how good my hands are. My hands are so good that I send it long. Yeah, baby. And boy, did I tell you, this putt is not friendly either. It's a little right to left, like a baby question mark. But I gotta try to make it. And I do the worst thing. I miss it. I miss it good. But can I just tap in for the less drama? I sure can. That's a bogey. We move on.
We're okay. I think I was more concerned about the anthill.
I'm going to have to explain everything on this hole because unfortunately for some reason the footage just got cut out. I guess the phone overheated and I just didn't get anything. So I'm 5 over. We're on hole 18. It was a 538 par 5. I hit driver to start and I kind of give myself enough room to aim right, but I end up putting it left into hole 10's fairway. Next up, I had to think about this one for a little bit, going over the trees, going back out right, figuring out this debacle. I didn't want to risk it because I just wanted to make a par or at least give my chance for a birdie. So I ended up getting pitching wedge and pushing it out to the right, past the 150 stake. Just enough to take my medicine and move on. Otherwise, I would have put myself in some deep shit. Then, as I got into the fairway, I ended up putting myself probably about like 148, 146, roughly. So I wanted to trust my 9 iron. This was my third shot. I definitely wanted to give myself a chance to not only finish out strong, but to tell myself that I can do it. Put a little bit of pressure on myself to actually finish strong. Being 5 over was the most stressful thing because I didn't want to have a bad round, so pressure was on my plate and I had to make something happen. So I had to trust my 9 iron just to get past the bunkers that are on the right side and just either get front of the green or on the green, even if it's right side. I didn't care. So I hit it and I end up just short and right. I ended up having to 2 putt for my par to finish out the whole 18. Unfortunately, I read it so good that I just lipped it and I gave myself a tap in. And I ended up finishing at 5 over on the back. So, did pretty good to finish out the round. Wish I would have got it on camera, but I have the scorecard to prove it. So I might have to just put an image of it just to show you or something. But overall, had a good time and I shot my best round ever. Total. So I ended up shooting 38 on the front, being 3 over total, and a 40 on the back, being 5 over on the back 9. Ended up shooting a 78. Honestly, 1 stroke better than my best score ever at one of my favorite courses around the city. I was happy enough to not only shoot a good score, but I was surprised that I actually beat my best score because it didn't feel like I was playing my best game. As stiff as I was, as uncomfortable as a lot of the shots that I was playing, I didn't lose a ball, but I somehow still managed to finish my round on a good note and make some things happen when I needed to. It was a good day at golf. Wind wasn't too bad of a factor. Greens were rolling out really nice, and I wasn't trying to hit hard every shot, but overall, I had a good time. So, thanks for watching, and hope to see you guys in the next one. Take care.